What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 18 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 18 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $350 just yesterday, and another member who won $250 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. Now when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to be talking about is Mikal Bridges for 28.5 points and rebounds, and this one actually is for more. Now we look at Bridges, we've actually seen him go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see. Now they do face off against Miami Heat, which is great due to the fact that when it comes to this matchup, we are expecting Mikal Bridges to be able to perform. Now Miami actually do rank 5th in points allowed, and when it comes to rebounds allowed, guys, they do rank 11th. But if you see the most recent game on November 17 against Miami, he was actually able to get 30 as his points and rebounds, and we think we should see the same from Mikal Bridges. Bridges has definitely seen a huge increase in his usage rate ever since Cameron Johnson has come back, and it has freed up a lot more scoring for him and being able to be, much more of a bigger scorer and a bigger rebounder, and because of that, we think that will continue on into this next game against Miami. Now, Mikal Bridges actually does average 34 over the last 5 when it comes to points and rebounds, which I think is fantastic to see. So it is above this line, and with all this being said, guys, we are liking the over for it. So Mikal Bridges 28.5 points and rebounds for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Jordan Poole, who actually has been playing pretty solid as of lately, but this one is for 7.5 rebounds and assists, and this one actually is for less. Now, when we look at Jordan Poole, we've actually seen him go on the under in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see. Now, on top of this, they do face off against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, when it comes to the matchup against Atlanta actually do rank 29th in assists allowed. And on top of that, guys, they do rank actually pretty high in rebounds, and they do rank 6th in rebounds allowed. And we think this is a big enough effect for Jordan Poole to actually go on the under here. Now, although, he has gone on the over in the last 2 games, we think it will change due to the fact that Atlanta Hawks do play a different style of basketball. We don't think Jordan Poole is going to get the same amount of opportunities on the rebounding side of things and also playmaking side of things, and because of that, we do like the under for it. Now his average over the last 5 is also 7, which is under this line, and we think with all those things being said, we do like Jordan Poole for 7.5 rebounds and assists for less, and we think it's an absolute steal as well. Now getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about Jimmy Butler. Now Jimmy Butler, obviously a fantastic player, and this one is also for rebounds and assists, and this one actually for 10.5 is for more. Now, when we look at Jimmy Butler, we've actually seen him go on the over 1 out of the last 5 games. But one of the reasons why we really do like this is due to the fact that they do face off against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets, they actually rank 18th in rebounds allowed, which I think is interesting to see. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do actually rank 7th. But one of the reasons why we do like the over for this is that we do see them playing a more fast-paced type basketball when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets. And because of that, we think that is going to have a huge effect on Jimmy Butler and also his stats in this game. Brooklyn Nets also don't shoot that well from the field, and because of that, it does give more opportunity for Jimmy Butler, to grab rebounds in that sense. And on top of that, guys, if we do look at what the bookies are saying, they actually have him for the over. So they have him more favored for the over, and we are going to be sticking to what the bookies are saying. So Jimmy Butler, 10.5 rebounds and assists for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next pick is none other than Joel Embiid. And this one is for 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and this one actually is for less. Now, look at Joel Embiid. We've actually seen him go in the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is interesting to see. Now, they do face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the Oklahoma City Thunder actually do rank pretty high in points allowed, as they do rank 9th. When it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 19th, and they rank 26th in rebounds allowed. So, we do think this number is just a little bit too inflated. Obviously, guys, they have pushed it more in the over due to those rebound rebounding stats where Oklahoma City do rank 26, but we do think that this line of 50.5 is just a little bit too high, especially for a team like OKC. Now his average over the last 5 is 48.6, so it is under this line. And on top of that, guys, with the way Joel Embiid has been playing, yes, he has been playing great, but we have seen Tyrese Maxey take quite a lot of usage rate out of him, and because of that, we are expecting an under for this. When it comes to Joel Embiid as well, especially against an OKC matchup, OKC tend to really focus on superstars and try to restrict them as much as possible. They do play heavily aggressive on stars, and because of that, they definitely could look at ways for slowing down Joel Embiid early on in the game. So Joel Embiid for 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists for less, I think is an absolute steal as well. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Evan Mobley. Now when it comes to Evan Mobley, he is a fantastic player who's been averaging 17.2 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. Now the Cleveland Cavaliers actually face off against the Los Angeles Lakers, which I think is going to be a very good matchup. Now when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers, they actually rank 11th in points allowed, which is interesting to see. They also rank 17th in assists allowed, and on top of that, guys, when it comes to rebounds, they actually rank 21. Now because of this, we actually could see someone like Mobley go on the over in rebounds and assist categories. Points may be a little bit harder, but rebounds and assists is definitely what you want to take a look at when it comes to Mobley's lines when they drop. When it comes to the matchup that they do face off against, which is the Los Angeles Lakers, I think the Lakers are a pretty fast-paced team, and so are the Cleveland Cavaliers to a certain extent. And when it comes to them two playing, I do believe Evan Mobley is going to get a lot of rebounding opportunities and a lot of playmaking opportunities as well. Now, on top of this, guys, definitely keep an eye out for the line. If it is under these averages, then definitely look to go over, because I think there'll be a lot of great value there. Now, getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Luka Doncic, who's been averaging 26.4 points, 8 rebounds, and also 7.2 assists. Now, this is going to be a fantastic matchup because they do face off against the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, when it comes to the LA Clippers, they do actually rank 8th in points allowed, 11th in assists allowed, and 13th in rebounds allowed. So they are pretty average in the top 15 of all those categories, which I think is interesting to see. But when it comes to Luka Doncic, guys, there could actually be some value to go on the under here. When it comes to the LA Clippers, with now the new team of James Harden, we're starting to notice that they do play a little bit more of a slower pace type basketball. Now, when it comes to Luka Doncic's scoring, I definitely think it's going to be a huge factor when it comes to the LA Clippers trying to stop him early. So points is definitely a category you may want to see and actually have some opportunity to actually go on under there, especially if the line is a bit too close to these averages. So definitely keep an eye out for the points category. When it comes to rebounds and assists, he definitely can go under as well, but points is definitely one you want to keep an eye out for, especially when that line drops. Now, getting to the next player is Lauri Markkanen. Now, Lauri Markkanen has been averaging 22.8 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 1.6 steals. So he's done a fantastic job so far over the last 5 games, and they do face off against the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, when it comes to the New Orleans Pelicans, it is going to be an interesting matchup because they do actually rank 18th in points allowed. They also rank 22nd in assists allowed and 27th in rebounds allowed. So this is super interesting to see due to the fact that when it comes to the matchup against Pelicans don't really rank too high, especially in the rebounds and assists categories. Now, those are the categories you definitely want to keep an eye out for Lauri Markkanen. Now, Markkanen isn't really too much of a playmaker. He's actually averaged 0 assists over the last 5 games. So maybe the others, such as rebounds and maybe on potentially points as well. But you definitely want to keep an eye out for the line first, guys, if it is low enough for that points category. But rebounds is definitely a category you can definitely see someone like Lauri Markkanen go on the over on, especially against a matchup against the New Orleans Pelicans. So getting into the next player is none other than James Harden, who's been averaging 16.4 points, 8 assists, and also 5 rebounds for his new team, Los Angeles Clippers. Now, they do have a great matchup against the Dallas Mavericks, which I think is going to be a very good game. But when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks, they do actually rank pretty low at 24th in points allowed, 26th in assists allowed, and 28th in rebounds allowed. Now, one of the reasons why I think this is interesting is because since James Harden is still fairly new to the team, he has 5 games under the LA Clippers though, but I do believe, guys, when it comes to his lines, there's still a lot lot of great value there. They haven't really been able to figure out, his usage rate out there and all that stuff. So that's why I do like James Harden, as there could be a lot of great value in that essence. Now, when it comes to this matchup, I think there's going to be a really, really big matchup. But on James Harden's side, I definitely can see him going on the over here, especially across his lines. So definitely keep an eye out for his line, guys, especially if it is under these averages, then definitely look to go over. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.